So we got the rebuilt crank with the newer rod, new bearings in. We're gonna go ahead, slap the top end on, and get this thing back together hopefully within the next hour or two. Got the base gasket cleaned up as good as I could. Get the top end over here, ready to go. Alright, we got the rings on, the letters facing up. We got the crank lubed up here on the wrist pin bearing. We're going to put the piston on and the piston pin and the circlips. Alright, so you can see struggled a little bit with the circlip. There's a little scratch on there. But other than that, we got the circlips in finally. Took a lot longer than I thought it would because those are such a pain in the ass for me. I don't know why, but I always struggle with those. Got the other side in. This side went in actually a lot easier. It went right in, probably after like a couple minutes of finagling. But yeah, got it turned away from that little pocket so it's not gonna fly out of there. You can see it's in the notch. It's in the groove where it's supposed to be. They'll click and then pop and when they get in there properly. And we got the piston on the right way. You can see the arrow facing the exhaust side. You can see that. Intake side back here, this little window. Got the bearing inside here. And we should be good to go for the cylinder now. Got the base gasket prepped. We're gonna go ahead and slap the cylinder on and the head and everything else. Head gasket. And we're gonna go ahead and put the head on now that we got the gasket on. Should be good to go. Alright, so we're back. We got the head bolts tightened down. All new nuts on there. A spark plug in. And we got the shifter bolted down. Should be ready to go. Had to move this wire around. Got the breather line hooked up still. So we bolted down to the frame, hook up the clutch, put the car back on, and we should be good to go. Do our electrical connections. You can see, ooh wee, brand new. And last but not least, the power valve. I forgot to put that on. I have to do that real soon here. And then some oil, obviously, for the gearbox and clutch. Alright, so we got the motor put in, torqued down. All the mounting hardware is torqued down. Actually, I think I gotta tighten these three. I'm gonna go back and double check everything. And we got the ignition hooked up, which was 3 wires right here. Pretty easy. Spark plug in, boots in, it's on tight. Go back and recheck these bolts. Make sure they're all tight, the mounting hardware. Shifter's tight. I'm gonna go ahead and put the carb on after that. And then the airbox and tank and seat and everything else should be good to go here in probably another 10 minutes. Looking more like a bike now. Exhaust pipe, chains. And I gotta put this little copper. There's like a copper that sits inside there as a gasket. We are back. Got the tank on. Got the carbs set up. New fuel line, new fuel filter. Got the pipe on with the new gaskets and seals that go inside the pipe. Got the silencer hooked up. All we have left really is the airbox and the side panels and the seat. So after that, we're gonna fire this thing up. Hopefully it runs like it should. Alright, so we got it all buttoned up. Got the seat on, side panels, airbox. Unfortunately, I think the needle in the carburetor is shot because it was sitting for like a month. And maybe some fuel got gunked up in there, but I'm not 100% sure because I turned the fuel on and gas started pissing out of the drain bowl underneath there. So it probably needs rebuilt again, I guess, or cleaned out or something from sitting for a month, because it's been a while since we actually ran this bike. So we're gonna go ahead and try it again. I gave it a couple whacks, maybe it was just sticking. So my luck though, it never just sticks. So we're gonna go ahead and hopefully this thing fires up for the first time in over a month. It's nice and warm out here, it'd be nice to ride again. Hopefully this thing fires right up for us. Fresh crank, fresh cylinder, fresh piston, 0 hours on everything. The crank has a Pro X rod that's rebuilt, the needle bearings and everything. Pro X piston, cylinder was redone by Power Seal, new plating in it and everything else. So go ahead and try it out here. The needle valve in the seat was messed up, I think, on the float bolt, so it was leaking gas everywhere. I'll go ahead and give it a couple kicks here and see what it feels like.